Oceans cover more than 70% of our planet, largely unseen by most. Yet explorers and scientists continue to uncover incredible secrets. Ghost ships, strange creatures, and more. Today, we're diving into some of the ocean's most extraordinary discoveries. Let's dive in. Number 1. Floating cabin survival. This story may sound like something straight out of a Hollywood survival film. But it's an unbelievable true account. Aldi Adalang, a young Indonesian worker, found himself stranded for an astonishing 49 days adrift on a floating fishing cabin in the middle of the sea. Aldi's daily responsibilities included managing the cabin's lights and fishing gear, and each week, a supply boat would bring fresh provisions. However, everything changed when a powerful storm hit, pulling the cabin 120 kilometers out to sea. With supplies running dangerously low, Aldi had to get creative to survive. He fished directly from the cabin, used parts of it to start fires for cooking, and even filtered seawater through his clothes to stay hydrated. For nearly 2 months, 10 passing ships failed to notice his distress. It wasn't until a Panamanian vessel near Guam spotted him that Aldi was finally rescued, nearly 2,000 kilometers from his home. Miraculously, he made it back to safety, though it remains unclear if he ever returned to his life as a cabin worker after such a harrowing experience. Number 2. Elephant rescue. Elephants, though seemingly clumsy on land, are surprisingly powerful swimmers, capable of crossing distances of up to 50 kilometers by using their trunks as snorkels. But even these majestic creatures can be at risk when they swim too far, as exhaustion sets in quickly. This was almost the tragic fate of a Sri Lankan elephant, swept 16 kilometers out to sea by a strong current. Fortunately, a vigilant patrol boat spotted the elephant in distress and immediately alerted the Sri Lankan Navy. In a dramatic 12-hour operation, rescuers carefully secured the exhausted animal with ropes and towed it back to shore. Thanks to their quick response, the elephant's life was saved, ensuring it could continue to roam the land it calls home. Number 3. The ocean's hamster wheel. Have you ever imagined floating across the vast ocean inside an inflatable water sphere? While most people enjoy these spheres for a brief thrill at beach resorts, one daring adventurer took the concept to an extreme level. Riza Bellucci, determined to push the limits of human endurance, embarked on an ambitious 5,500-kilometer journey from Florida to Bermuda and Puerto Rico, with plans to complete the journey in about 5 months. To make this dream a reality, Bellucci constructed a hamster wheel-like water sphere, designed to keep him afloat and equipped with essential supplies like drinking water and protein bars. His ultimate goal was to cross the Bermuda Triangle on his way to Bermuda. Despite being monitored by the U.S. Coast Guard, Bellucci quickly found himself off course, even with a GPS device on board. Ignoring multiple warnings to abandon the mission, he pressed forward, determined to succeed. However, after only 2 days at sea, he was swept into the powerful Gulf Stream current. Realizing he couldn't continue on his own, Bellucci activated his emergency beacon, triggering a Coast Guard rescue operation. Although Bellucci's vision of crossing the ocean in his inflatable sphere was audacious, the unforgiving forces of nature proved too much for him to navigate alone. Number 4. Mysterious giant tubes. Strange objects often wash up on beaches, but nothing could prepare the locals of Norfolk County, England, for the discovery of enormous plastic tubes measuring up to 500 meters long. This unusual sight sparked wild theories, including speculations about secret underwater cities. In reality, the tubes were made in Norway for transport to Africa. However, Due to a mishap with the tugboat crew, part of the cargo ended up in the sea, drifting ashore in England. What seemed like a mystery was simply an unfortunate transport error, showcasing the ocean's unexpected surprises. Number 5. The resilience of deer. You might be surprised to learn that deer are skilled swimmers. While they can easily cross rivers or small straits, their swimming abilities were recently put to the test in Indonesia, where a pair of deer found themselves stranded in deep water. The circumstances leading to their predicament remain unclear, but thankfully, a group of fishermen spotted the struggling animals and sprang into action. Initially, they attempted to use ropes to rescue the deer, but when that didn't work, one brave fisherman leaped into the water to save them. Thanks to his courageous effort, both deer were successfully rescued and brought to safety on shore. This incredible act of bravery highlights the unexpected challenges wildlife can face and the determination of those willing to help. Number 6. The urgent reality of melting glaciers. Global warming is a critical issue, with one of its most alarming effects being the rapid melting of glaciers. In the Arctic Ocean alone, approximately 748 billion tons of ice vanish each year. This phenomenon poses serious threats, as glaciers are essential freshwater reserves. Their loss could lead to water shortages in vulnerable regions and cause catastrophic flooding in cities like St. Petersburg, The Hague, New York, and Venice. Countries such as the Netherlands, Japan, and Bangladesh may also face submersion. To raise awareness, renowned Italian composer Ludovico Einaudi collaborated with Greenpeace. He composed Elegy for the Arctic and performed on an artificial iceberg in the Arctic Ocean, surrounded by melting glaciers. This 26 by 10 meter iceberg, weighing around 2 tons, was specially designed for the project, and the piano was transported to the Svalbard archipelago by icebreaker. Einaudi's poignant performance highlights the urgent need to address climate change. Number 7. Deserted ships. Off Namibia's Skeleton Coast and other remote African shores lie the haunting remains of deserted ships swallowed by sand and time. These shipwrecks, remnants of maritime disasters, evoke tales of exploration, trade, and the relentless power of the sea. Each vessel tells a poignant story of human endeavor and resilience, now reclaimed by nature in these desolate and unforgiving landscapes. Encountering these shipwrecks amidst the barren shores serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of human ambition and the enduring strength of the natural world. They stand as silent witnesses to forgotten chapters of maritime history, capturing the imagination of those who venture into these remote corners of the earth in search of both adventure and reflection.